starting. Okay,
Sure. Okay.
let me open the screenshot. Okay. Yeah. So, what I'm trying to help you here is to make you understand a kill ERP application. You already had good amount of experience in this application as a technical consultant, correct?
Yeah.
So you are a technical consultant and you are working in you are working and you are helping the people by making the integrations. That is nothing
Mm.
but OIC tool. It's a OIC tool, correct? So
Yes.
basically, it is a um, PaaS application, correct?
Pass. Yeah. Right.
It is a PaaS application. So, and I would like to tell you one more thing. It is very easy to make you understand this application because you are already working in this, and there is no much effort required for me. I feel it is very easy to make you understand all these things. Okay.
Okay.
So, you know all these things. So, coming to the core point, that is Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials and Oracle ERP application. I will start with from scratch. Okay.
Yeah.
So ERP, though you know all these things, but please bear me for some time. I will come from scratch. So ERP. So what does mean by ERP? ERP is a enterprise resource planning software. We all know this, correct?
Yeah.
So the first ERP was invented in 1960, late 60s, and they formally started in 1970s. SAP.
Mm-hmm.
SAP is the first ERP application. Okay. So in the market, who has started the ERP application? First started by SAP company. Okay. So ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. So what does mean by enterprise resource? So enterprise resource in simple words they categorize into four C's. Four C's. One is money. Sorry, not four C's, four M's. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
four M's. One is money, men, machines, and material.
Money machine. Okay.
So it is a software which helps the organizations to streamline and organize all its resources in a systematic order to maximize the to maximize the use to maximize its usage or use. Okay. So the ultimate objective of any ERP application is utilizing the enterprise resources in a systematic way and maintaining its database. The ultimate objective of any ERP application is maintaining the database of its resources in a systematic order to report its performance.
Mm-hmm.
So ultimate objective of any ERP software is to maintain the database of its resources and to report its performance. Say for example, I will take the Tata Motors. Tata Motors. Tata Motors is a vehicle manufacturing company. Correct. So
Yeah.
it's a vehicle manufacturing uh, company manufacturing vehicles vehicles like buses, buses, trucks, so kinds of vehicles they are manufacturing. Majorly, they are manufacturing buses and trucks. Okay. So to produce a bus or a truck, they need resource. Majorly, resources are categorized into four M's. One is money. It is nothing but capital. Capital. We also call it as finance in modern terms, or funds in modern terms. And men. Men is nothing but in simple words labor. Or and labor. If they are in offices, they are employees, etc. Then machines. Machines also called as assets. Maybe they are physical assets or intangible assets. Assets can be categorized again into tangible and intangible.
This is tangible, intangible.
Yeah, I will let you know. So tangible means it has physical existence. It has it has physical existence. Say
No.
for example, say for example, furniture, office furniture.
Yeah, right.
Furniture is a tangible asset. Means you can touch it and you can feel it and you can use it by having a physical existence. Okay.
Mm.
It has some appearance. It has appearance. It has physical existence. You can touch it. You can feel it. You can lift it. You can move it. You can spoil it. Everything. You can do anything. It has physical appearance and physical existence like humans. Okay.
Okay.
Intangible assets. Intangible is nothing but it is not it doesn't have any physical existence. It doesn't have any physical existence. You cannot touch it and you cannot feel it. We cannot feel it like goodwill
Mm.
and brand values, okay, copyrights, okay,
Okay.
patents. These are all assets, but they doesn't have any physical appearance. They are invisible. They are invisible, but they are assets. Say for example, our Hitachi developed like that, developed any one software in our organization by doing R&D. We developed one software, enterprise software. Assume like that. Okay.
Okay.
Enterprise software, we are doing that. Each and every software companies generally do that. They developed one software, say for example LMS learning software. For LMS learning software, LMS means learning management system software for a school. Assume like that, for a school or college, to record the students attendance, to record the student dues and attendance and their progress, etc., to capture all those details. Generally we use the LMS softwares in schools and colleges. So who will develop these kinds of software? Generally software companies will develop these softwares, correct? So what kind of asset it is? Once you developed it and you successfully tested it and you deployed it and you selling it, you started selling the software to the clients. So what kind of software it is? It is a software and it is hello.
Yeah, play. We can continue. Yes.
Okay, it is an asset. What kind of asset it is? It is a intangible asset. You are getting my point, right? It is a intangible
Yeah.
asset. Intangible means it doesn't have any physical existence. Doesn't have any physical existence. No physical existence. But it has value. But it has value. Physical existence, but it has value. Okay. And it has brand. It has goodwill. Goodwill. Okay. So though it is a intangible asset, you cannot see and touch and you cannot feel it, but it has value, brand, goodwill, image, etc. So that is why this is a intangible asset.
Okay.
Assets are maybe tangible, intangible. Tangible assets are assets which has physical existence, like machines, like furniture, office equipment, chairs, etc., vehicles, whatever it is, whatever the asset it is, it has value, it has physical existence, and you can see it, you can you can touch it, you can feel it, and it has value and it has everything. So that is why it is tangible asset. Intangible asset, that is what we discussed just now. So machines, so machines, in simple words, assets, they are the assets. Then materials. Material is nothing but inventory items. Inventory or raw material. Inventories are in raw material. So generally, raw materials are nothing but input products. Inputs. Say for example, if I want to manufacture a bus, what kind of raw material I required? I required I required so many kinds of tools, correct? Like tools, you cannot say like tools. I required so many equipment, correct? Like engine, majorly engine, body, lights, and seats, correct?
Yeah.
Glasses, we need tires, tubes, like that. We have so many thousands of equipments. To produce a product, we need so many equipment or so many raw material to to,
Need it.
to make a product, to
Yeah.
make a
Correct.
product. So assume bus or truck is a product, end product. Bus or truck is a end product. If you want to produce this product, you need all these inputs or raw material.
Okay.
So what I am trying to make you understand here is,
Hmm.
whenever any kind of engagement had by any enterprise, or whenever any company started doing something, whether it is manufacturing or whether it is software business or manufacturing business, export or import business, any kind of
Okay.
activity, they will deal with all these four M's. They will definitely deal with any of these. At least, if say for example, if it is a software company, there is no requirement of materials, but they will definitely deal with any of these four M's. So that is why they must be able to capture the day to day transactions, day to day transactions related to these these four M's. Four M's. So what I'm trying to tell you, since they are utilizing, since they are investing money, they are recruiting the people, they are buying the machines and using them, and they are procuring the raw materials to produce a product. They are, what they are doing, by doing all these things, and they are in order to produce a product, they are dealing with all these things. And moreover, these things are involved in lot of day to day transactions, say for example, uh, to produce a truck, they require 10 days time. In those 10 days, they have to pay wages to the employees, they have to invest the time, they have to pay the rent, they have to pay the current bill, they have to pay they have to procure the raw material, initially they have to invest the money. So all these things are taking lot of effort, and they are involving lot of transactions, correct? So paying a salary or paying wages to employee is a transaction, correct?
Yes.
Procuring raw material is a transaction, correct?
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
paying current bill or power bill is a transaction. So you, in order to in order to produce a product, you are doing so many transactions related with these four M's. Okay. So whenever you do transactions related to these 4Ms, you have to have a software to maintain the data related to these 4Ms. That data is nothing but database. You maintain the database or data of these 4Ms in a enterprise software solution. Enterprise software solution, that is nothing but ERP software. ERP software. In simple words, ERP software, whether it is SAP or Oracle, IBM mainframes, Salesforce CRM, Microsoft Dynamics 365, whatever the ERP software it is, the ultimate objective of these softwares are is to capture the database or to maintain the database of these 4Ms and to report the results of their performance, and end of the day they will submit the report and performance of all these things to the board of directors or higher authorities of the enterprise. Based on the performance of these 4Ms and based on the results of these all these resources, they will take up the decisions. They will take up the decision. And one more most important point is, whenever you do any kind of business in any country by establishing a company, say for example Tata Motors is a company. So
Mm.
the what they are doing, they are investing public money, they are taking the investments, public investments, correct, in the form of shares.
Yeah.
By giving shares to the public, they are accepting the investments from general public. It means they are doing the business with public money, correct. So they are doing business with public money, means they are responsible to public. They are
Mm.
responsible to
Public.
public. In what terms? In what terms? They need to submit the company's performance annually.
Okay.
To submit company's performance annually in the form of reports. In the form of reports. How will you how will you develop reports without having the any one particular database or without having any software which captures day-to-day transactions of any enterprise? It is highly impossible to develop the reports on year-end basis or month-end basis. That is why it is advised to have a software, and that software helps us in maintaining the database of our all transactions recorded on daily basis on particular date. Say for example, we can prepare the reports month wise, month wise, month wise, quarter wise. In the recent past, you might have come across of this uh, Hitachi town hall meeting. What does it mean? In the town hall meeting, they are trying to showcase Hitachi Digital Services performance particular quarter, for a particular quarter. So what companies are doing? They are showing the results, or they are trying to report us results quarter wise, correct.
Mm. Okay.
So
Yeah.
they divided 12 months of year, 12 months of 12 months of year into four quarters, correct. Each quarter has 3 months.
Mm.
Okay, each quarter has 3 months. 3 months means whatever the transactions happened in these 3 months, they are showing in the form of reports. The form of
Reports.
reports. Reports are nothing but reports are nothing but in simple words, financial statements. Simple words, reports are nothing but financial statements. If you ask me specifically what does mean by financial statements, in simple words, it is nothing but profit and loss statement,
Mm-hmm.
or or profit and loss account, in simple words. and balance sheet. Balance sheet and cash flow statement. Okay, I will explain all those things in the later part of the time. For now, just understand reports. Reports are nothing but financial statements. Financial statements includes profit and loss account statement, balance sheet and cash flow statement majorly. Okay. So they will prepare the reports quarter wise, and they will show us their performance in those 3 months, their business performance in these 3 months, and they will try to impress us by showing the results.
Okay.
By doing this kind of activity quarter wise and year wise, they will gain the trust, confidence of investors. If they don't do this thing, no investor will exist, and they will took their money and they will go away, and end of
Hmm.
the day, company is going to collapse without public money. Can you switch off the speaker?
Okay.
when you when you don't publish your reports, or when you don't show your performance quarter wise or year wise, nobody will trust us. Okay, transparency is essential. Without transparency, without openness, without disclosing our performance for a particular point of time, nobody will stand with us, and nobody will live with us, and they will simply sell their shares, and they sell their investments, and they will go away from the company. 1 minute. So, because of these reasons, and moreover, preparing financial reports or financial statements is compulsory. It is not optional. Since we are in a country, according to the law and rules, according to the government law and rules, we have to submit the financial reports every year, in the form of annual reports. Reports are annual reports, both are same. So they include financial statements. Financial statements are nothing but profit and loss account, balance sheet and cash flow statements. They have to prepare these statements, and they have to submit to the government. So that is compulsory, mandatory task for every company, or all companies operating in that respective country. According to the respective countries accounting laws, rules, regulations, tax laws and its compliance, they have to submit their reports. And moreover, and one more objective of preparing these reports is, you have to pay corporate tax. That is nothing but income tax. Okay, corporate tax or income tax. Okay, in order to pay the corporate tax also, we need to prepare the financial reports. Okay, this is a different concept, we will discuss it later. Okay, so these are the points we should keep in our mind. So that is why, because of these reasons, and because of the mandatory requirement of preparation of financial reports, we have to have a particular and dedicated software which maintains the database of all the resources of the enterprise, and transactions happening on daily basis, uh, transactions happening on daily basis. So they will go for the subscription and implementation of that enterprise software. So that software may be, as I said, that software may be SAP, Oracle, Microsoft Dynamics, Salesforce, whatever it may be. But they must have to have one software. Without having that enterprise resource planning software, they cannot maintain the database of their resources. That is the objective of understanding and getting knowledge, and to have this software in our enterprise. Okay, so when it comes to our main discussion, what is our main discussion? Our main discussion is Oracle Cloud ERP application. So ERP software, under this ERP software, Oracle ERP application is one of these software like SAP. We all know we have SAP, we have Workday, we have Salesforce, CRM, we have MS Dynamics, correct? MS Dynamics, like that we have so many ERP applications, ERP softwares. Among them, Oracle ERP application is one of the best and top application in the market as of now. According to the current market scenario, Oracle ERP application is the topmost application. In that Oracle ERP application, Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials is one of the top stream top stream which has a lot of importance in the market, because Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials required by all the companies who are doing business in the respective country, and who are dealing with money, men, and materials and machines. Without these financials modules, financial stream, they cannot prepare the reports, they cannot prepare the reports, their financial performance. So basically, reports are nothing but financial statements. We generally prepare the financial statements in the form of profit and loss account, balance sheet, and cash flow statements to show our performance in that particular point of time or particular point of period. So what do we do in these financials? In these financials, we will capture the information in various modules like fixed assets, cash management, accounts receivable, accounts payable, and general ledger. As I said, different modules have different purpose that I will discuss with you in the later part of the time. As of now, what we should confine and what we have to learn it, and in ERP application, Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials is one of the best stream in which we learn general ledger, accounts payable, accounts receivable, fixed assets, and cash management. So they are purely functional modules. There is no requirement of learning SQL queries or SQL. No SQL. Purely functional modules. Okay. And and the most important one is, you may ask me, sir, hey PV, how will you implement the software? How will you implement the software? What is the starting point, and how to do everything? You may get such kind of questions in your mind. Say, take the Tata Motors as our example. Take the Tata Motors as our example. Tata Motors. Tata Motors is an enterprise. It's an MNC. It's an MNC. They have lot of business transactions happening every day. Happening every day. Correct? Are you following me? Hello?
Yes, I'm following you. Yeah.
Okay. Hello?
Mm,
Hello, Mansa.
yes, yes, I'm. Hello?
Yeah, am I audible to you?
Yes, yes, you are.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, uh, take the Tata Motors as our example. It's an MNC.
One second, one second. Now voice is breaking.
Am I audible now?
Audible echo is coming. Battery and low.
Is it okay now? Hello?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's okay
Okay.
now. Yeah.
Okay. So I have a battery issue. Okay. So
Okay.
take Tata Motors as our example. Tata Motors is an MNC and it is doing a lot of business transactions every day, and transactions are happening on daily basis. Assume like that. So they decided to capture, or they decided to uh, have one business software like Oracle ERP application. They want to they want to have this application. Okay, they want to have ERP application for their business requirements. Okay, so Oracle ERP application have many streams like supply chain management, human resource management, financials. Okay, financials, and customer experiences, like that. There are so many streams. Based upon their requirements, they will go for the licensing of these streams, and they will go for the implementation of these streams. So how and where the exact point of implementation starts? Whenever Tata Motors decided to go with the Oracle ERP application, what they will do? First, they will approach the implementation company. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
implementation partner or implementation company, partner or company. Tata Motors itself cannot do the implementation of this ERP. Implementation is nothing but installation. Okay, they may have the capability of buying this ERP application from Oracle company. They have money, they can buy it, but they don't have technical knowledge as well as under resource to use it immediately. So what they will do? And moreover, Oracle company will not give license to the Tata Motors without having proper implementing partner with the Tata Motors and Oracle. Okay, whenever Tata Motors approaches Oracle company to buy the ERP application, they will ask, who is your implementation partner? Because you cannot directly ask and get the license and you can install the software in your enterprise. Because if you do something wrong, and if something went wrong, so end of the day, Oracle becomes the responsible point of contact to rectify the issue. Without having the technical knowledge of this application, Tata Motors people cannot implement the software. What they supposed to do? They will have to approach the implementing partners or companies. So they are like PwC, okay, Deloitte, Deloitte, yeah, Deloitte, KPMG, Hitachi. Since we have Hitachi practice, Hitachi, Infosys, okay, Infosys, Wipro, okay. So E and Y, all these companies are software implementing companies. What they are doing? They have practices of Oracle and SAP. Practices means that is a separate department or wings like us. We have Oracle ERP practice, right, in our organization. Hello, hello.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So they will approach the implementing partner, and they will ask them to implement this Oracle ERP application for their business requirements. Once they approach the once they approach the implementation partner, they will get into a deal. So you know all these things, but I'm trying to make you understand. They will get into deal or agreement for implementing this Oracle ERP application in a framed framed time, or in a stipulated time, say for example 6 months or 1 year period. Within that 1 year or 6 months period, this implementing partner should understand their business requirement, and they should study what kind of modules required, and what kind of expertise required, and they will have to go for the implementation of this software for Tata Motors. This is the actual thing happens. So contract or agreement happens between implementing partner or implementing company like Deloitte or PwC. Assume they go for Infosys for implementing the ERP application with all these streams. With all these streams. So whenever Infosys got the contract and deal of implementing the Oracle ERP application of all these streams, they will charge the fee. Correct? They will charge the fee from Tata Motors, and they will do the implementation, and they will hand over the application by doing a lot of customization, form personalizations, lot of configurations, designs, testings, everything. And they will move the application from SIT UAT phases to production phase, and they will support the hypercare. Then they will hand over the application to the end users. Post that go live also, they will support them in the form of support team, etc. So this is quite natural, it happens like that. So when it comes to our discussion, so who will be the people, or who are the persons involved in these teams? Who will involve? Who will involve in this process? So, say for example, Infosys. Infosys is the implementing partner or implementing company. So Infosys will have the contract with Tata Motors. In that in that com, in that agreement, they will they will frame a PMO. PMO is nothing but project management organization. So what they will do, whenever Tata Motors approaches Infosys to get a deal or agreement for implementing Oracle Cloud ERP application for its business requirements, they will constitute a committee or a team, that is nothing but PMO. PMO means project management organization. So in that team, in this PMO, who are all the part of in this who will become the part of PMO? Majorly higher authorities, higher authorities or higher people, leadership. We also call it as leadership, right? like like a CFO, directors of finance, or various various heads of various heads of Tata Motors Company, Tata Motors Company. And from Infosys side, majorly delivery managers, then senior PMs means senior project managers, then project managers, then lead consultants, then senior senior consultants, and consultant, etc. Okay, so it means it is a team. It is a team. It includes all the stakeholders, it is nothing but from both side we will include the stakeholders. We will include the stakeholders. Stakeholders means they are the people responsible for successful delivery of successful delivery of this application execution. So ultimate objective of this constitution of PMO committee is successful delivery of the execution or execution of this ERP application. Okay, so because installation or implementing a ERP involves lot of money, effort, years of hard work. Say for example, I worked for every Denison client in Infosys. In Infosys, you know how much money they invested? They invested $600 million. Okay, $600 million for implementing this ERP application across various streams. Across various streams like SCM stream, HCM stream, financial stream, customer experiences, supply chain management, inventory, procurement, all these streams. So that is why they will constitute a committee which includes all the stakeholders for the successful delivery of this execution of ERP application within a stipulated time framework. Accordingly, team has to work and they have to transit from one phase to another phase to the successful delivery of the output. That is why we we need people, we need talent, we need talent. Initially they will get into the agreement with the stakeholders like all these people, then Infosys itself constitute or Infosys itself design the teams like, so they will design the teams in two ways. So to implement any kind of software, they need team. So we can divide the team into two categories. Two categories. Okay, let me show you how it is. So to implement this kind of software or any kind of software, they need a good team. Okay. So one is technical, another one is functional. Another one is functional. Now you are in technical side. Technical means these are the people responsible for developing of reports and form customization and data migration activities and acting as a backbone or bridges for the designing the integrations, developing the integrations, etc. So and DBS also. DBS means database administrators. Basically, DBAs are responsible for installation and maintenance and patchwork and patch updations and any other kind of technical work they will take up, but mostly they are responsible for maintenance of the servers. DBAs are mainly responsible for servers, maintenance of servers, and any other kinds of debugging and any kind of other things. But technical consultants like you, YC or SPL and PLSQL people will generally go for developing the reports and writing the queries, okay, form customizations, personalizations, and creating the integrations, designing the integrations between the third parties and Oracle applications. When it comes to functional consultants, functional consultants, functional consultants are the most important people in the implementation of this ERP application successfully, because functional consultants acts as a bridge, acts as a bridge between users users and technical people, because functional consultants should understand the exact requirements of the business, and they must understand it, and they must design the design the system according to the requirements of the business, and they have to prepare the FSD documents, and they have to test the application by designing in lower environments, by designing in lower environments before deploying into the production environment. Okay, and they have to give the user training, they have to provide the user training, and they have to take care of the hypercare activities, and they have to support the post go live, post go live, go live and pre go live, post go live, go live issues. They have to support everything. So that is why that is why functional consultants becomes one of the key persons in execution of or delivering the ERP application, successful implementation of the ERP application. Okay, these are the duties of functional consultant. Majorly, we will confine to our stream, that is finance stream. So I hope you understand all these things. So it is the it is what exactly happens in the project implementation of any kind of ERP application. So in general, functional consultants have more edge than the technical consultants, because technical consultants job ends where functional consultant job starts. Okay. And moreover, predominantly functional consultants take up the more responsibility, and they will own the application post the technical issues are implemented are done by the technical consultants. So when it comes to streams of this ERP application, one of the most important stream, that is financials, that is financials financials we can understand in simple way. Financials stream or finance, you can call it as in simple words, finance. Finance is nothing but which deals with companies companies finance. Finance is nothing but money or capital or funds. Okay, and it deals with the accounting. Okay, as I said, we need to prepare the reports, so we also need to account all these transactions in a systematic way, and we need to post the transactions in general ledger and sub ledgers, and we need to show the reports to the respective governments, to pay the taxes, to submit the reports to the stakeholders like investors, directors, CFOs, and general public and government. So because of these mandatory requirements and obligations on companies, companies go for the financials implementation, and they will implement the respective financial modules, and they will start utilizing the finance application. So in general, finance application have major modules like general ledger, general ledger, accounts payable, accounts payable, accounts receivable, accounts receivables, and fixed assets, expenses, majorly expenses, and cash management, and cash management. So these are the major modules of core financial modules. By learning these core financial modules, you will become a functional consultant, and you will understand the business process, and you will design all these modules, and you will test it, and you will prepare the FSD documents, test cases, and test scripts, and you will do the testing in designing and configurations in lower and production environments, and we also give the user trainings for respective modules, and we will also extend our support during the hypercare and post live goal. You will be become responsible for post go live issues as well. You have to take care of these issues. But one thing I want to tell you, don't get confused and don't get worried. You are not going to work in all these modules. You will work in only one module. We will work in only one module at a time. It is not mandatory to work in all the modules at a time, and moreover it is not happen. It is not going to happen in real time. You are going to you are going to work in only any one of these modules. Okay, but it doesn't mean that you will have to learn only one module. If you learn only one module, you will not get any job opportunities. So it is our responsibility to learn all the core financial modules like general ledger, accounts payable, accounts receivable, fixed assets, expenses, and cash management. By learning these core financial modules, we can become functional consultant. You are already technical consultant, and you know you have experience in YC. So with this YC and functional modules, you are going to become another category, that is techno functional consultant. As I said, you are going to techno functional consultant. Yeah, I hope you understand this. So it means double-edged sword. Double-edged sword means you know technical side and you know functional side. It means who has importance? Obviously, techno-functional consultants have the importance in the market. That is why techno-functional consultants are getting more salaries when compared with functional consultants or purely technical consultants. So that is why you try to learn all these core financial modules, then become techno functional consultant, and we will prepare the resume accordingly, then we will use it. Okay, I hope you got my point and understanding. Is there anything you want to discuss here?
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, please.
when auditing will happen?
Yeah, auditing happens only after preparation of, let me show you where it is. Yeah, this is our financial statements. Yeah, auditing happens where accounting ends. Auditing happens where accounting ends. It means post preparation of profit and loss accounts and balance sheet and cash flow statement, audit happens. Before that also we can engage the people for auditing purpose, but that is internal audit. That is internal audit. So generally in broader way, audit happens in two ways. In two ways. Let me show you in this way. Audit happens in two ways. Audit happens in two ways. One is in internal, another one is in external way. Okay.
Okay.
Internal audit, internal audit, and external audit. External audit. Internal audit means we will deploy the people, or we will use the employees, auditors of our company, and we will do the check. We will do the verification of all books of accounts, all accounts, before going to submit for external audit. So it means verifying the profit and loss account statements, balance sheet, cash flow statements, or any other books of accounts before going to submit to the external audit. Okay, it is not mandatory. Internal audit is not mandatory, but external audit is mandatory.
It's not part of our Oracle ERP. It's a.
It's not part of our ERP. It is part of enterprise structure. So enterprise level, we will engage the internal audit people. They will do the audit. there is a there is one kind of audit, that is systems audit. Systems audit. Systems audit means how the application controls executed and how they are utilizing the software. You cannot utilize the software as per your convenience. There are some standards. According to that standards and compliances, you have to design the application and you have to use the application. If you violate those compliances, rules and regulations, then that becomes a audit issue. They may note down the they may write the uh, remark on our financial statements. These are the violations happened in compliance. These are the rules they are not following, something like that. Then that may becomes problem to us. So that is why we will engage the people internally before submitting the reports to the external auditors. Okay, but internal audit is not mandatory, external audit is mandatory, and this is not part of ERP application. Okay, it is completely out of our ERP application, and we don't engage any auditor in designing and developing and deploying the application in enterprise. Okay, hello,
Okay.
you got it right, complete understanding.
Yeah, small confusion on these assets and products. How we can differentiate these assets and products?
Which one?
Assets and products, starting
Oh, okay,
machines and
okay. Simple,
materials.
very simple, very simple. Assets and products, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, products. Products means which are meant for sale. Okay. Assets are not meant for sale. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Assets are meant for producing the products.
Hmm. Hmm.
Products are meant for sale because by using assets we produce the products.
Okay. We
Say for
have a
example,
truck. Okay. That is our asset means it is not for sale. We are using that one. And
yes,
yeah.
producing the products.
Hmm.
Product is a product is a good, product is a thing which is meant for sale.
Meant for sale. Okay.
In simple words, say for example, Tata Tata Motors Motors bought some machines to produce trucks. To produce trucks.
Okay.
Okay. So machines are assets. Machines are assets. But after production of trucks, truck is a product.
Hmm. Hmm. Some
It
of
is
the drugs which we use, we can use it as asset also, right?
yes, correct,
But
correct.
also. Yeah.
For Tata Motors, truck is a product because they are not using it. They kept it for selling.
Mm, got it. Got
But
it. I
but
got
but
it.
but but for a construction company like infrastructure companies, like
Hmm.
my home, if they want to build a building, they need trucks, correct?
Yeah. They
For them, it
need
is asset.
asset.
For them, it is asset.
Yes.
Based on our nature of business, we will divide it. We will classify them as assets and products. But in general way or in general terms, assets are mostly not for sale, products are mostly for sale. Okay, clear?
Clear.
So this is what you are going to learn it. Okay, this is what you are going to learn it. You are going to learn all these modules, and I will show you what are all the modules and where to start and how to start. Okay,
Okay.
and we have notes, good notes. I have prepared
Mhm.
a lot of notes. I will give you notes as well, don't worry, no need to prepare any notes.
Mm, we'll stop recording. Yeah.
Sorry.
A recording, can we stop?